Welcome to Sight Firearms Training Institute, located just outside of Las Vegas, Nevada. My name is Brad Ackman, and I am your Director of Training. We are the dominant force in personal protection and self-defense.
Hi, I am Braxton Southwick from National Geographic's hit TV show Doomsday Preppers. I'm a technician and currently live in Salt Lake City, Utah. I race motorcycles professionally currently and also race trucks. I race a Toyota truck in the Best in the Desert series here in Nevada. I am married to my wife, Kara, and couldn't make it this time, but all my kids are here. I have 6 kids, 3 boys and 3 girls. We're pretty much the Brady Bunch of gun training. A few years ago, I started prepping, and with a lot of food, a bug out plan. I've always been into guns. I've always been a hunter. I started getting more guns for my kids because they started getting older, and it wasn't enough just me teaching them. We needed training. So I got on the internet actually and looked at a lot of training facilities. Front Sight caught my eye, and I did some research on it. Fantastic facility. So I actually came down and took a class. Unreal. It was absolutely unreal what I learned here. It was so fabulous. I had to get my kids involved. I instantly got all my kids' memberships. We came down a month later and did the class again. Took off a ton of time work. And 6 months later, now I'm here with my parents, my sister, my 2 sisters and their husbands, my 1 son, my oldest son again, and 2 friends in the neighborhood. In Utah, I've always had a concealed weapons permit, and I carried it once in a while with me to the movie theaters when I did some traveling. I didn't have the total confidence, though. I've been a hunter my entire life. After Front Sight in 4 days, I couldn't believe I didn't carry it with me. It gave me such incredible confidence that my gun goes with me everywhere. I feel confident in carrying it. I feel confident in using it. And my wife's sister is the biggest anti-gun person I know. She really belieso nobody should own a gun in this country at all. And every family reunion, she argues that point because she knows how pro-gun I am. So she always wants to get in a fight with me, and I leave it alone. Last year, she came to the family reunion and I was geared up. She thinks the Second Amendment should be abolished. So I had a toy orange gun, and I said, let me just show you some of the things I learned at Front Sight. So I showed her how a gun is handled and how it's safety. She was impressed. Family reunion this year, her and her husband both came up to me and said, we're thinking about getting a gun. Can you go to the shooting range and show us some of the things you did? 2 weeks ago, I took them to the shooting range. I showed them how to use the gun properly, how to shoot a target, their stance, everything I learned here at Front Sight, and they loved it. Yesterday, before I came here to Front Sight, her husband told me he's going to buy a gun and asked me which kind. So they are now gun owners. And it was completely because of what I've learned here at Front Sight and was able to show them. Dr. Piazza, I want to thank you for working so hard for my Second Amendment right. Thank you for being a huge gun advocate, for being a true American, and sticking up for my Second Amendment rights and being a voice for gun owners across this country. This country is starting to lose more and more every year, and we see that. Do not let our Constitution be trampled upon. We've seen that in the countries in the past, and we need to learn our history. Learn from the mistakes that other countries made and not follow in their path. Please, I beg everybody to be proactive in their country, in their state, in their own cities, in fighting for the rights of all Americans.
Thank you for watching. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Google+. And you can find those links below. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay current on your training and the latest developments at Front Sight.